morning, my friends.
Just wanted to share with you some of the struggle of getting back to the van after living about 31 days out of the last 2 months on luxury ships. There's definitely some pros and there's definitely some cons to coming back to the van. Coming back to the van and taking the animals for a walk was definitely one of the pros. Like, that's one of the best parts, right, Emily?
Definitely. Morning walks with the pets is like probably some of the best times we've had in the van.
Show us how you traditionally feed this cat. She places the food up in his bowl and then he always waits for a lift. He gets a lift up and then he chows down. Good boy, grab me. And what's sweet is, we're here at a nice chill spot. Actually, Catherine and Klaus were parked there this morning. We took the cat and the dog for a walk down there.
And she was really close by all the time. She came when I called her and she was next to us. She stayed whenever I told her to stay. And yeah, she was a perfect puppy this morning.
Graham, he hasn't had the freedom to go outside
At all.
we say, Graham, let's go on a walk. But he just followed us like immediately. And then we'd say, oh, no, wait a minute. Don't go there. Let's go here. And he'd turn and he'd follow us. And I think I picked him up and turned him a couple of times. But
Yeah.
he accepted it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We always stayed next to him though. I mostly let Samrita run around on her own, but Graham, I stayed next to him mostly because in this season it seems like there's a lot of foxes, so I don't want him to be too close to anything. And also this spot specifically, there was a big bird. So
We haven't really had much summer weather. We've been down here in Patagonia and we've had some nice days, probably where it got up in the 70s. I don't think we've had a single day in the 80s all year, and that's our
Yeah.
whole summer. So that's kind of our next plan, is to just head up to Buenos Aires area. It's 80 degrees out, and you can get to the beach.
I don't want to wear a jacket anymore, honestly. There's probably only 4 or 5 days where I wear a short sleeve shirt.
Getting back into the van, I would say that the hardest parts are not having breakfast, lunch, and dinner cooked for us. I don't want to do the dishes. Oh my gosh, we got a pile up over here. And then besides that, there's just no room in here. There's no room in this van. Look, it looks like a fisheye. It's a fisheye angle, but look, this is not that big in here. Our room in the ship was how many times bigger than this?
3.
10 times bigger than this, honestly. But at least we're back, with some good views out the window here. That's an advantage.
Just happy to have the pets back too. I really was missing them. Even the first day, I was my heart kind of hurt that we weren't going to see them for a while. So I'm happy that they're happy and everything went well.
Yeah, Graham, he rolled up on my knees last night. When we got up, he was purring from some pets. I think we really need to do things that make it worth it again. We need to get in nature.
Mm-hmm.
And the real problem now is that we got these car parts that took 2 months to arrive. And now that they finally arrived, they're telling me I have to be there in 3 days to pick it up, or we have to do a notary thing so he can pick it up over in Punta Arenas. So it's we should get out there to nature where the van is the best, but we got some things we got to do first.
Just a couple more things and then we'll be back doing our favorite stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it is nice to have some of our favorite things again. Last night I hit the skate park and met up with some of the friends there. Pretty big moment in our lives right now.
Yeah, just definitely a turning point.
Yeah, we're holding it together, trying to maintain that ship relaxation mentality we had and still get our stuff done. And unfortunately, both our phones aren't working.
Well, 21 days, you're not going to keep up a phone plan for 21 days. Yeah. So neither one of us have money on our accounts, and that means that we have to go and put money on it. But all the places are closed.
Yeah, the places are closed because it's a holiday
Yeah.
right now. So that's making things even harder because Emily couldn't re-up her phone because of that yesterday. Now mine's out. and we can't do the notary thing, and we want to cross the border, but we need the pet papers. We might be able to sneak by with our papers.
So let's get some stuff done back in the van.
All right, so first stop here in our new van life is for the bathroom. Came to the gas station here. I might as well air up the tires.
So this YPF is actually super clean, and I'm happy to use this one, but there's no showers, so that's a little sad, I guess. Because if there were showers, I feel like it would be very clean. This YPF is right next to our campsite, so it's not hard to get to. And especially after doing that luxury cruise, I kind of think it's time for us to have a bathroom. It's more time spent in public places, and instead of just like being able to do what we want to do, we have to stop at a gas station, and that kind of, yeah, it's kind of hard sometimes.
So the tire pump here does not work for our vehicle.
Oh, because we have high pressure tires.
We got the really high pressure tires, and it was just acting funny. It wasn't doing it right. So, but we got to fill up gas anyway. Might as well patronize our bathroom supplier here. And fortunately, that's one of the high points of being in Argentina is this gas is going to be $1.50 a gallon. Now we're going to shower at this other one that has showers.
So out of 10, what do you think this shower usually is?
This shower is between a 0 and a 2.
I agree.
But it is free, so you know, if you're into free things, it's a 10. And it is hot, so for some people that would be a 10.
So here's what the shower looks like. I don't know, it's probably a 1 out of a 10 for me. But at least we're clean. It's surprising to me how good we look after we've taken a shower in such a terrible shower. But we got it done, so that's good news. Outside of EPF, there's also a potable water tap. So Danny's filling up the water for us again. Before, we only drank the water jugs here in Tierra del Fuego. But after traveling with our friends, and they only really drank out of water taps, we started to trust it a lot more. I know we'll be fine with it. We've already had this water, but sometimes it's scary.
Yeah, the tank's full, so I'll just fill it up again. You know, so we'll have an extra 5 gallons in the trunk. And yeah, I did get walked in on the shower in there, super annoying. Gotta get used to it after the ship's nice, private, huge shower. Getting looked at while you're naked.
Oh, geez. So here's the deal. We can't start new pet paperwork for 3 more days because it is a holiday. We also can't get a notary to sign over power of attorney to someone else because it's also closed. And the post office in Chile said they would only hold the mail for another couple days. We're going to try and use the paperwork that we used to go in and out of Chile and Argentina before the trip. We weren't going to do this, but it's looking like it's our only option if we want to get this car part that we've been worrying about for 2 months now. Alright, we're almost to the border here, and we're just scheming, trying to figure out how we're going to do this. So crossing the border usually is a little bit difficult going into Chile because they care a lot about the seeds and fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. We have pet paperwork. We're not sure if it's expired or not. It actually says that it expires in 10 days, but we know that that's not true because we've already used it past that 10-day mark. So we're just going to try and use it again and really hope that it just works out. Another part of that difficulty is that Danny doesn't have enough places for stamps in his passport. He would have to be stamped in and then stamped out if it doesn't work out. So that would be kind of rough as well. But we're gonna make it. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna work out. All right, there it is. We're out of Argentina.
Yeah, so they did ask for the pet paperwork, and we just said, yes, we have that.
Yes.
Even though it might be expired.
They almost never ask for it whenever we're leaving. Almost, like, this is the first time they've ever asked for it when we were leaving. So
yeah, Nicaragua was like the only one I remember.
Yeah. So I think this might validate it a little bit more even. Now it has an exit stamp from Argentina. So maybe this will help us out.
I think we're good. Oh, but we got about 15-minute drive and then we'll really know.
And then we'll really know. The plus side is also that Argentina doesn't stamp passports, so that's okay. while we were waiting for them to check out the pet paperwork, we also were going through Danny's passport, and he has a solid 3 places to stamp left.
So right now we're walking back to the van, and they said they're gonna make an exception because we didn't know our papers were expired, and we're gonna celebrate once we get past that dotted line over there.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien. Hola.
Sombrita.
¿Traes frutas?
No.
Comida. Frutas, carne.
Gracias.
Driving away seems like a good step.
Yeah.
I agree, Emily. Wow. Okay. Oh my god. This morning we didn't even know we were going to be crossing the border because we thought we got to do the pet paperwork. But then we thought, man, this package has been 2.5 months in the making, getting there and ordering it to somebody, having them send it, and paying the taxes online now. And if we didn't make it there by Thursday, it would all be a waste basically.
Oh my gosh, that was so crazy.
Even though we had a guy's address we were sending it to, and I assumed that he would pick it up, but yeah,
No,
apparently now I'd have to do some extra paperwork, and he could. They said 1 day in Punta Arenas, and then you gotta go for the border.
4 hours in Punta Arenas. Let's just remind everyone that we woke up on a boat yesterday. And now we're in another country. This is probably the scariest border that we've done because the pet paperwork is obviously expired.
Wow,
And-
apparently they say it was expired like 2 months ago.
Yeah, we've got the wrong paper entirely. Like, I don't know why they gave us a paper that only lasted 10 days, but we've crossed the border with that paper like 4 times. But they were the first ladies that noticed, I guess, that it was expired by 2 months. We thought we have 90 days on this paper, but we obviously did not. And yeah, so they told us we can only be in Punta Arenas for 1 day.
It was pretty crazy because you remember the lady said to us, like, okay, we're gonna let you through, we'll make an exception. But
Yeah.
then she kept asking us so many more questions.
Yeah, there was a lot more questions.
Every extra question was like, oh god, I better say the right thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, she called her boss, and her boss said it was okay for
When
us
she
to
was
go
calling the
through.
boss, I thought we were completely done for.
We were done for.
Oh man, I can't believe it worked.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know.
Oh.
It felt like she was like, oh, just let them through. It helps that today's a holiday, I think. Because honestly, there was no way we were getting these pet paperworks done today or yesterday. Like, I think it helps that today's a holiday. And tomorrow is probably a small holiday too, because they have, whenever there's one holiday, they stretch it out for like 4 days.
So you took the break to feed the dogo?
Yeah, somebody's dinner time.
What about Grammy?
Grammy's sleepy.
Oh, little buddy. You're only half in the sunbeam. It's so good to be back with these guys.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane. We drove across that whole continent, across to that one, drove across that whole continent. Thanks, Graham. All with you, my boy. Most of it was Sombrita. Sombrita!
Yeah, good boy. took the ferry super late last night and we made it over to this spot. But before that, we actually missed a ferry. They decided they didn't want to pick us up, so we had to get onto a different ferry, and I think it took a little bit longer than normal, and so it ended up being pretty late by the time we got off of it.
Yeah, but it was a really good ferry ride because got to talking with one of the guys on the ferry, one of the employees. We've been living on a ship for 21 days, and he said, oh, I've been living on this ship. One thing led to another. He decided to give me a tour of the quarters, so we went underneath. It's kind of a crazy ship because it's like lopsided. One side has the bridge and a narrow tower, and the other side doesn't have anything. But he wanted to show me underneath how there's like 4 huge engines in each corner. So he gave me a sweet tour through. You know, you had to watch your head and checking out the engines, and then I had to stop here and he checked with that guy if I could keep going. He took me all the way through the crew quarters, and then he took me into their mess hall where they had like a little wraparound couch with a TV and some tables, and showed me the kitchen. Even gave me some cake to bring back to the van. At that point, you know, we're still chatting, and I said, well, how long is this thing? He said, oh, we got plenty of time left. And so he goes, follow me, and he takes me up into the bridge, and you know, I'm chatting with the captains. They had 3 different captains, all with this little control to turn the boat. It was weird. And you know, it was really dim in there, so they could see the coastline, and they had the radars. They showed me all the things.
So after that, we found this spot on Overlander. It's pretty nice. It feels like we're in the middle of nowhere after just being off the ferry, and the wind is pretty good, but we haven't really been feeling it in the van. Just when you go outside, it's like really windy. It feels like we're in the middle of nowhere when the road is just over this hill, which is kind of funny.
It's only 30 minutes to go pick up this car part, so we don't have our SIM cards. Somehow I think I lost them. In Chile, we don't have these SIM cards, so we're gonna drive the 30 more minutes to the post office, or I think it's actually an hour, and hopefully we can get this car part. Oh man, they just gave us 1 day here, so I think we'll probably spend the night in Punta Arenas.
So yeah, we'll take you guys to the post office first, and then we'll run some errands together.
Yeah, and then we'll have to cross the border with our expired pet paperwork again. So pretty crazy stuff. Just got off the ship 2 days ago.
Yeah.
What a life. Chile, coming through with the package. We got our car parts. We got the package. So it does work to send any kind of car parts cheaply to Chile from the USA by using the USPS, but it takes forever. But basically, when I got to the post office here, I just had to show the piece of paper that came in the mail to the guy who was addressed here, and after that, he just wanted to see my passport, and that was it. I was able to pick it up. Didn't have to pay anything extra. I'd already paid the taxes online. Yeah, so basically we got a $350 car part here for a grand total of $60 shipping, $120 in taxes, $180. So yeah, $180 extra dollars, but that's really not that bad when you're shipping across the whole world. You can't get the car parts here.
But I think that it was just lucky that we had 2 months to be around this area. Normally we wouldn't be somewhere for 2 months, and it wouldn't have worked out. We would have had to sit somewhere for 2 months.
It was in customs, I believe, for over 20 days.
Got it, so that's good news. So we're just gonna check out one more stop before heading out of Punta Arenas, and that's Danny's friend's indoor skate park. Key to the skate park.
Key to the skate park right here.
Let's go do it. Corre! Corre, corre, corre!
There's a furniture factory on the other side here, so don't do wall rides on this wall. It says here, no hacer, don't do wall ride. No hacer wall ride. But this one you can do wall rides on, so that's good. If you're going to Ushuaia, you can fly through here. If you're going to Torres del Paine, you can fly through here. And this skate park, nice. key. Oh man, thank you so much, Claudio, for letting us session over here. You know, he gave us the key to Punta Arenas practically, if you ask me.
Time for the border again.
I love Argentina though. But according to Claudio, the next skate park won't be for about a week away, probably, who knows.
Right next to another border here. We're gonna finish up the rest of our fruits and veggies before we cross. So basically the only thing that's left is one tomato. So we're gonna have burgers with that tomato.
Veggie burgers.
Veggie burgers.
So the veggie burgers can cross, right?
Veggie burgers can cross because they are already like cooked. They're processed, so they can cross. But things with like seeds cannot cross. All right, time to start the border. We have just stamped out of Chile.
Looks like it's just a half mile. Doesn't
great.
look like anybody on this side cares that we have pets so far. And that's nice. Looks like everybody's going the other way. A pretty long line.
All right, let's get this stuff done. So we finished up the paperwork to enter Chile, to enter Argentina.
Yeah, but now we just have to get across the magical line.
Yep.
So they're probably gonna look in here and hopefully everything's cool. Oh, we did it. We made it!
We made
With
it!
no pet paperwork across 2 borders. Oh my God, we did it!
Okay.
I was nervous. I don't think I want to take that risk again.
No. But we
to
had
get the
to
package.
get the package. We could have potentially drive all the way to Buenos Aires.
What? I
Like-
feel like a whole new world.
It's like, yeah, I feel like I could fall asleep and sleep for the next 2 days because we don't have any obligations. There's nothing to pick up down the line. Nothing. We have 90 more days on a visa.
Only
So-
90. Did you read it?
I'm sure it's 90. 90 days is a long time, dude.
That's long enough.
Oh my God, I'm getting surrounded. Help! There's so many pets.
Dang, so first stop here in Argentina. What is this, Emily?
We're heading to a crater, and it's like right after the border, so pretty easy first stop. We've literally only driven for 2 minutes.
Might as well, you know. I mean, we got these animals across the border. Might as well take them for a little walk over here. Look at this little guy following us. Look at this little guy. Oh, he's the best. Yes, he's the best.
Thank you so much for joining us back in the van. We are so excited to be heading northward. If you like this video, make sure to let us know in the comments, like and subscribe. And if you really liked this video, head over to our Patreon to show us some more love. We'll see you soon.
Okay, Laguna Azul. I think we're gonna head out. Oh, but at least Grammy got to check it out.
You want to go run back, Graham?
Graham,
Back to
ready to run?